Surrender and demonstrate to the great pretender that you got heart when you got arms, that you got heart when you got arms, that you got heart when you got arms, that you got heart when you got arms. Would you please help us welcome the Irreverent Reverend, your freaky deacon, the one, the only, Mr. Art Zealous.
Thank you, thank you, thank you! Good morning, venerable saints of art and craft. We make art best when we make art daily, so before we're done, I'm going to ask you to take the pledge and cross your heart for art. Today's inspiration is, finally, a hat that helps you sleep. So grab your crayons, your banjo, your typewriter, whatever tools you love for whatever art you make, but today, with only a pencil and a piece of paper and 30 short minutes, you will take that art from concept to concrete. And you who are bedeviled by blockages, if you suffer from creative consternation, dial a number down below and live on the air, we will find your artful solutions, because you're going to make something great today. First, oh, you kids, I can't sneak up on you. Art loves you, and he loves your highest purpose. Let's thank good old Agnes on the organ, keeping us on time today. That's right. And here's a lady who needs no introduction, my wife, Belle. Hoot and holler, please, for my wife, Belle. Ain't she pretty, folks? Now, once again, Belle is with her mother, Gertrude, in Pasadena. The feud between me and Gertrude is long and bloody, but I think that we both prize the thing dearest in our hearts together, and we share that, and that's Belle, the brains of this operation. So if you see the brains diminish today, well, you know why that is. So, let's make some art. How do we start?
Art resourceful!
We are resourceful. Your skills are the most effective with the right tool in your hands. So the first step is to grab what we need to make it how we want it. Plus a cool drink, because the most important tool is you. Now, folks always come up to me, all the time folks come up to me and say, Zell, I start lots of projects that never get done. Well, how do we find the focus to finish?
Art devoted!
We are devoted. Here is the secret, friends. All great works of art start in the butt. For a grand idea is nothing if you cannot sit down your buttocks. So please join me in the ceremonial shaking of the booty to bump loose all the wiggles and distractions. That's right. Shake out the booty. That's right. Loosen your legs. That's right. Are you ready? And sit. Congratulations, friends. For now, very evidently, everyone can see it. You are now officially a serious artist. Now, folks always ask me, Zell, art's real smart, but how do you start?
Art dreamy!
We aren't dreamy. Imagine the outcome of your wildest success already done and perfect. And you jot down what you see. Friends, before we can even doodle, we must dream. Say, hey there, perfect sleep hat. Hat that helps you sleep. Don't you look dreamy? I sure do like your head-warming properties and comforting elf associations. So, what do you think the perfect sleep hat should look like? Jot it down in the chat. Hey there, sleep hat. Sure do like your pillow-like properties, which travel pillows mutate spastically in form toward, only to disappoint. I sure do like your chin support and neck support for seated or standing sleeping options. I like your attached bedtime affordances, like this e-reader. Look at that. Perhaps earplugs or, heck, even a bite guard. I sure do like your advanced sleeping technologies, like portable darkness and temperature control. I like your posture apparatus to protect the precious neck. That's right, giraffes need to sleep. So now that we captured the ideal in 60 short seconds, we have got a roadmap to guide success no matter what happens. And how do we know that we're making it rightly?
Art lightly.
We art lightly. To learn what we're doing, we can do it only by doing. So whatever art you are making today, be it song or sculpture or strawberry souffle, rough out your first ideas quickly and lightly. Take 5 minutes to meet the unfamiliar with a playful boldness and set aside the eraser, friends, because nothing here is etched in stone. Let's take a look at our jots. We've got pillow-like properties, chin, neck, and posture support, and the importance is in that order. I deem pillow-like properties at the top there. 3 is style and pizzazz. 4 is sleeping technology. And 5 is flashy bedtime extra gizmos. So, don't start with the flashy bedtime extra gizmos. Those are not going to be as important as the pillow-like properties. There we go. Okay. So, I'm going to do a little mannequin dummy here. Going to make a little outline of the relevant parts of the person to the art form of the hat that helps you sleep. That's going to be the head, the neck, the eyes, the nose. See the nose there? Where do you put your nose when you're laying on a pillow? Where's it go? Pillows don't have nose holes. The neck, the chin, the sort of collarbone area that's going to brace whatever neck apparatus we create. And then once I've got my simulated robotic head here, I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to use that as the basis for me to try out a few ideas. And again, we're going to art lightly. We've got 3 minutes remaining here, and we're just trying to get through this as quickly as we can. We want to draw a couple of different things. See how we can emphasize these different criteria for success in our designs. What is it we're going to be able to come up with here? And I know it seems funny that I'd be spending 2 minutes of this making heads of the scant 5 minutes I have. But remember, as Abraham Lincoln said, if you give me 8 hours to cut down a tree, I will use the first 6 sharpening the axe. Every head I copy is a head that I do not have to draw. Okay, so I'll cluster these a little bit here. And then let's go to work. What are these going to be? Okay, it's gonna have pillow-like properties, that's for sure. That's the #1 criteria for success. So let's explore that. Okay. I believe my iPad is acting a little fidgety here. Hopefully that does not portend disaster. Okay, we've got 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Okay, oh, forgive that. Let's keep going. Keep going. Okay. That's okay. We all make mistakes. Even reasonably trustworthy men of the drop cloth for whom their wife, who is the brains of the operation, is not present. Even they make mistakes. And, in fact, they are the most likely to make mistakes. And indeed, it appears they have. All right. Get that cooking here. Okay. All right. Okay. We've got sort of a, so that has like a strap to keep your head from falling forward, and the strap on the front connects to the strap on the back. Let's look at the need for eye guards and the need for ear guards. You need them. Let's make sure that they're a part of this. Let's get these things involved. They're also very hat adjacent. The ear and the eyes are basically right next door to the hat. And so, you know, you're going to benefit from the proximity there. Because it ain't going to hurt. Ain't going to hurt. No, it ain't. Okay. There we go. And let's see. Oh! All right, okay. Okay, we got just a moment left. What do we got here? Okay, and stop. Well, congratulations, friends, because now you got a tiny little baby work of art. You say, well, Zal, this is only doodles. To that we say coconuts. In the imagination there's ideas uncountable and they are glorious, but the one thing they ain't is real. But you can hand that little baby work of art to a pal. Without a word, she will get the picture. And friends, that's what I call real. Every work of art that was ever made was started from scratch, and the hardest part is just to start. And you already did that. Want to keep going? I bet you do, and I do too. And that's what happens when you cross your heart for art. How do we make it as good as can be?
Art progressive!
We art progressive. Great art is an iterative process. We ain't got to make it perfect if we can always make it better. And these phone lines is blowing up. So let's shoot the breeze, let's keep some companies, and let's make some art together. Folks, the Creative Confessional of the Airwaves is now open. Call that number with any artistic worry, big or small, and we will strategize your salvation. And you've got crafting consternations. I know you do. I can feel it across the phone lines, and we have your artful solutions, and folks, everyone is trying to call. So if you must leave a message, please do so. We will do our best to take you on the air and get...
Hey there, Art. This is St. Artie's, Athens, Georgia. Such a gigantic fan of your program. My question for you is, I've been working being an opera singer all my life, and of course, opera is a young man's game. I'm coming to confront the realization that I will probably never be an opera star. How do I cope with the disappointment that I'm feeling? Thank you so much. I love you.
Oh, well, St. Artie, thank you for calling. I certainly appreciate that. Let me start by saying, I feel you. I'm sorry that you're experiencing that. What do we do when we reach the point where our expectations of where we're going to be, our hopes and dreams are starting to seem a little bit unrealistic? Maybe I'm not going to grow up to be a fireman. Maybe I'm not going to grow up to be Beyonce. I'm not going to grow up to be Beyonce. What do you do? Well, let me sit with that for a second, Artie. I feel like that's a big question that deserves a big response. Well, one thing that occurs to me is that we know that we must never compare ourselves to another artist, because that can only bring pain and heartache. It can only deplete our energies. So to be externally referenced is damaging. You are trying to accomplish as much in one human lifespan as you are able to do. No one else. No one else has your talents. No one else has your particular advantages. No one else has your experience. So to compare you to another artist with their advantages and their skills and their experience is a fruitless endeavor which can only lead in malaise and dissatisfaction. So that's the next thing that I'll say, St. Artie. But I know that it doesn't take any of the sting off of the disappointment that your expectations have departed from the reality. And I recognize that. I think there's no cure for it. I think that this is something that will hurt, that should hurt, and that one must merely experience. And perhaps to experience it is to appreciate another dimension of life that makes us wiser and stronger and sweeter. And I think that's okay. But Artie, I think where this becomes damaging is when we wallow in self-pity, because there is nothing more corrosive to the artist, nothing more corrosive to the human spirit than self-pity. It will steal your time, it will steal your energy, it will make a ruin of you, it will make a stranger of you to your friends. Self-pity is to be avoided at all costs. So take your time, experience this, and maybe don't draw it out. Maybe sit down, and what I like to do is I like to journal. I like to write to myself. It helps me to externalize my thinking, such as it is. And I urge you to take the time to process that. And when you have experienced the self-pity that you will allow yourself in a format that will appreciate that privately to yourself, the way out of self-pity is to focus on your gratitude. What are you thankful for? You got things in your life. You got good things in your life. You got good people. You got love. All the things that work for you. Concentrate on those things and say, thank you. Thank you for those things. Because self-pity and gratitude, they cannot exist simultaneously. When you focus on one, the other is obliterated. And self-pity is never worthy of your focus. And gratitude is always, always worthy of your focus. So, Artie, compare yourself to you and you only. Take the time to recognize that this is a valid disappointment, and then pick yourself up. Think of all the things that you're grateful for, and keep on moving, because you still got stuff to produce. You still got the rest of your natural human lifespan, same as everyone else. And what are you going to do with that? Artie, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. Thank you so much for calling. All right, you can see I've got a variety of different hats here around the concept of rigid tubes. I'm inspired by the inflatable neck pillow here. You can also see I've got an example. It's just a pillow strapped to the head. Another one is a sort of turtleneck that you pull up with prehensile fingers, which grope over your eyes and your ear holes, making them terrifyingly covered. That's not a great thing to have. Style and pizzazz? Oh yeah, definitely. It's a choice, no question. But the standard sleeping hat that's so favored by garden gnomes and Santa's elves, that's where the prior work on the subject of sleeping hats ends. So I don't know that I would feel too beholden to that. I think you may be able to take it in your own direction. I think functionality here is going to be your watchword. We're looking now at the the technological innovations here. We got our blackout curtain eyes. We got our noise canceling tech over the ears. So it's quiet when you sleep. That is going to help you to sleep. It's going to pull you right to sleep. And it's dark when you sleep. And so that's going to help you sleep. And of course, we got our, our rigid, perhaps inflatable area around the neck. And I don't know if you've ever worn a travel pillow. I suspect you have. And you know that your neck gets sweaty and gross. And so, let's throw some technology at that. What if there was a sort of air conditioning function that cooled the neck even as you generated the sweat? I mean, eventually we're going to have a neck pillow that absorbs the sweat and reconstitutes it as pure, drinkable Dr. Pepper, but we're not there yet. But we do have cooling air spicules that blow out icy cold air on your neck. We can do that. We can make a heat sink that saps the neck heat right off you. Right off you. We can do that. We have that technology. Okay, so eyes, ears, posture, temperature. Is there anything else that can be improved by technology here? We're going to give some food for thought. I wonder what you came up with. And I know that you're going to take a picture of it and you're going to text it to the number down below so we can show it on the TV. So I can't wait for us to do. And in the meantime, what if we show it to people and they don't like it? What are we going to do? What if they tell us? What if they tell us we're no good? How do we happily? Okay, thank you, Agnes. Okay, we got 15 minutes remaining. 15 minutes remaining. Bluetooth. That's the answer. We're going to add Bluetooth here. How do we happily handle the hate? We art kindly. Unkind thoughts directed at anyone, from anyone, yourself included, is a waste of precious resources. Now, I'm not talking about feedback here. Feedback is a gift, although sometimes it can be hurtful as we become entangled. But old Scratch loved to whisper hateful little mischiefs in our ear that tell us all sorts of things of what people are thinking about us, or how good we are or how good we ain't. And all of those mischiefs deter us in our progress. And we say coconuts to that. Coconuts to that. Every single work of art ever made, your favorite work of art, your favorite Beyonce album, was started from scratch. Just like that. Okay, so I'm thinking baseball cap here. Is there like a baseball cap with a foldable flap and you fold it down and it covers your eyes? That's a thing. Is there sort of a Dungeon Master Shield trifold rigid box with maybe like padded sides that you could prop up and brace your head in so that it holds your head rigidly in place? Is that a thing you can do? Yeah, this iPad's acting fidgety. There's something going on here. All right, so those are the Z's. They indicate the sleeping. I almost think that would work. I mean, nothing about a rigid three-corner box looks comfortable, but you try it. You try it before you make any judgment here. Then we got where are we going here? What's next? Flashy bedding, extra gizmos, sleeping technology, style and pizzazz. All right, well, obviously the flashy gizmos are not as important as... There is something going on here. There's something going on with this iPad or this pencil. Dang. Man, what do you do? What do you do? Well, okay. Well, there's not much I can do. Okay, so it's detecting the pencil. It's clicking, but its opacity is on, but it's not drawing. Huh. So usually when the pencil dies, you can tell because it won't register at all, but in this case, that is not the problem. The problem is that the pencil is registering, but the pressure sensitivity is not, which makes me fear that it's either something cuckoo with the program, which is Procreate, which I love, or possibly it's some sort of, maybe the pressure sensitivity mechanism, the sort of pivot in there that tells you it's being pressed down. There's something wrong with that. In any case, I'm afraid that this is where I must stop for now, because I don't have a backup here. I don't have a backup here. All right, okay, I get it, you wags. That's quite a thing to tell me right now. Art completely, I can't, my pencil just broke. Now, what I could do is just grab a sheet of paper, start tracing, but I'm afraid you wouldn't be able to see it. I don't have any way to show that to you. I could hold it up. Maybe that's the, okay, all right, yeah. We got 11 minutes and 30 seconds here. I'm going to do exactly that. Hold on. Let's see what we can do here. All right. Oh, you probably just love this. You just love this. He's going to have to get paper. He no longer has his impressive doodle computer. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Let's see. You're going to need a pencil, and I have one of those. I prefer a mechanical pencil, but this is going to do just fine. Got my pen. I always have one of these. My Pilot V5 Ultra Precise. Ain't that a beaut? Start over here with that different head shape. But let's get that on the paper here. Okay. Got that. Okay. All right. Aren't you just loving this? To see me reduced. No beautiful wife who's able to solve all my problems, who's able to entertain you in the chat, who's able to keep Gertrude at bay and her venomous tongue. No, I'm a man at wit's end. And here we go. Drawing on paper, like I advise you to do every single week. And you can see my silhouette is back. I'm already caught up again. I already got my silhouette back. Here we go. And let's see what we can do here. Okay, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and go over this with the pen now, just so we have our silhouette in stone, and I can be a little bit more loose with the pencil lines that I put on top of it. This is the exact same thing that I do when I do a blue layer on the iPad and then draw over it with a red layer. I can drop the opacity there, so that helps read it a little bit better on the screen. But we don't have that available to us now. And so I'm putting my money where my mouth is. There we go. Now we've got a little bit of ink in there. Let's see what we can do with that. And we got 9 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. That's right, friends. We art completely. When the distance seems impossibly far away, focus on the next steps and keep moving, for it is the doing that gets it done. What did I like most about that? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the originals. Here we go. All right. So we identified that the most important thing is the pillow-like properties. We're going to get that in the head area and the neck area. And yeah, okay. So what about like a hunter's cap that has a flap on the back? Yeah, okay, all right. I like that. Yeah, like a hunting cap that has a flap on the sides. There we go. And yeah, and you can fold it up. So there's two form factors here. And then perhaps it inflates. Okay. Okay. So you see this coming on here a little bit. So like the hunter's cap goes over the ear. So I'm doing a little bit of that. So there's two versions of this. I'm going to draw it off the head now, so you can see. You see the two modes that we have here. There we go. So this is the first mode right here. Standard hunting cap. It folds up, perhaps down just a little bit below that. 7 minutes, 48 seconds remaining. And then the astonishing thing is what it transforms into to enable and facilitate the sleeping person. And I cannot wait for you to see that. And indeed, I cannot wait to see it because I don't know what it's going to look like. But I got an idea here. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. We got 7 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Oh, glorious Plan Bs. Coconuts! Oh, coconuts. He misses Belle terribly. Misses her terribly. Coconuts never bit Gertrude. But we're working on his training. All right, okay, all right, here we go.
Art proudly!
We art proudly when we're done. That's right. You are better than you've ever been, and you're still getting better. Do not let perfect be the enemy of good. We want to see what you make. Take a snap, send a picture of your art to the number down below. Maybe we can show it on the TV. Clearly, I'm in a debased state here with nothing going as planned. But we're going to see what we come up with. And I think it'll probably be a good time. Okay, all right. All right. So the brim folds down. Hi there, little coconuts. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, wag, little coconut. No, you gotta come here. You wanna say hi to coconuts? Oh, little coconuts. Little coconuts is so patient. Little coconuts. Oh, beautiful little coconuts. He is so tolerant. He does not care for this at all. I believe, though he has the tiny brain of a dog, that he has in his heart the spirit of a prince who has been enchanted by a witch. So he has a dignity befitting that station. All right, okay, let's see what we can do here. Okay. Okay. All right. There we go. Finding myself wishing I had a thicker marker. I wonder if I got one of these here. Maybe I have one of my brush pens. Maybe I can find a brush pen. Woo! Let's see what we got here. Ooh, we got a Sharpie. Oh, we are in luck. Look at that. Oh, brush pen. That's what I want. You'll be able to see that on camera. Okay, Agnes. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Yep, there we go. That's going to read on camera just fine. All right, so I'm using my brush pen here, my thick brush pen, which gives you the thick line and flexibility of a calligraphy brush in the form factor of a pen with a cap so that its mess is contained, which is quite a fine thing indeed. Okay. There we go. That'll read okay, I think. I think you'll be able to see that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And then there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, I do so love a brush pen. And I suppose that I'm denying myself the joy of working with that by eschewing standard tools just because they don't display as well, and instead preferring the iPad, which is, oh, my favorite drawing tool. It's such a fine drawing tool. Okay, all right, here we go. There we go. Not too shabby. All right, okay. Not too shabby. Can I drag my thumb through it? I will. Okay, okay, there we go. Okay, all right. So we have 3 minutes remaining. Let's see what I'm able to accomplish. Okay. 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 That's interesting. Oh, man. You could see me hustling to get this done. There we go. 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 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes remaining. What am I able to do in the time allotted? Let's see. Let's see. Schmutz on my hands like a real artist. That's right, friends. I am now a real artist. It's great to be able to self-validate like that. Okay. I wonder, because you can't see what I'm drawing right now, is it more diverting or less diverting? You're like, actually, Zell, we prefer it because now we're working on our own art instead of watching your ugly mug. And to that, I take exception because I'm actually considered very handsome. My wife thinks I'm very handsome, and so I'm going with that. Your statements are hurtful to me, but you cannot hurt me with your only words. No, you cannot. Though vain I am, though vain I am. Here we go. Here we go. And we got 1 minute remaining. Oh, Agnes is going to chop us up into bits. All right, thank you, Agnes. Oh, I think she forgot it. I reminded her. Okay, all right. Okay, ooh, that's pretty. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Okay. All right. Okay. Am I going to be able to erase that? I am not going to be able to erase that. Here we are, but here we are. Isn't it fun to do your best? It's a nice little challenge, ain't it? All right, friends. All right. Okay. All right. You want to see what I got? Okay. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, okay, all right. Here's what you can do. Just a pencil and paper. You see, even that I couldn't hold myself to. I had to get some pens there. All right, so that's the original concept. The standard form factor for this hat that finally helps you sleep, unlike football helmets, unlike propeller beanies, which actually keep you tossing and turning all night long. Okay, so it's stylish. It's got the pizzazz, the style and pizzazz of the hunting cap. It's a classic. And this is it in its transformed form factor. You can see that the flaps fold down and they inflate like a neck pillow, bracing the neck and chin. The transforming bill folds down over the front eyes, the front eyes, and they become a blackout curtain. And the flaps, of course, because they fold down, they cover the ears. That's great. So it's darked out. Maybe on the inside of that you got an ebook reader. Probably that's not technologically possible yet, but hey, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Let's see what you made. Oh, look at that. Oh, we got our best of reel here. When we get more viewer art, we're going to put it in. Oh boy, I fall to pieces when Belle ain't around. She figure everything out. You know, I've been wearing this suit since the last time you saw me. This is St. Breakfast Machine of Glendale, his tiny house in Giant Fruit. It continues to be lovely. This is St. Shirley of Glendale with her close enough fake ID. I, again, enjoy it so much. St. Sawyer with her close enough fake ID for the Cat Police. Now that I'm looking at it, I see that the cat photography that's on the ID is signed. Okay, that's the cat's signature. So if that's the cat's signature, then the paw prints in the upper corners are more of a design motif than the signature of the cat that carries this badge. Well, St. Sawyer, this really grows under scrutiny. I continue to enjoy this. St. Henry of the Valley, that ladder looks so precarious. I would do anything to get to climb up that treehouse. St. Bishop of the Airy Butte, look at that. I'm noticing now that the pile of Dogbone Mountain that this would be equally terrifying for a dog and for a skeleton. Food for thought. St. Breakfast Machine in Glendale with his Neighborhood Lost and Found poster. That's beautiful. And let's see. The reward is it's redeemable in store credit at Buffalo Wild Wings. Hilarious. All right. That is right, friends. You knew it was coming, because I am going to ask you right now, in this moment, this very moment, to make a pledge, to make art every single day for the rest of your life. Now, friends, this is no joke. This is a lifelong devotional practice to the divine power of creation. Now, talent is nice, but great work requires skill. Skill requires repetition. Repetition requires habit. This is what you came here to do, and I know it's scary. But what scares you more, to crash your heart for art or to have something great inside you that never gets to come out? It can be 5 minutes, 5 minutes. On some days, it can be just 5 minutes. Anyone can do it. And I promise you a real, actionable path to artistic mastery. That's quite a promise to make, huh? Wonder if you can take me up on it. Won't you join me? Call the number down below and cross your heart for art. Oh, I know you love it. Now, friends, back in the old days, we'd all leave this beautiful tent, beautiful though it is, and we'd have a big pancake breakfast and some artistic fellowship with some strong coffee and some fresh juice, both adulterated and infantilized. And soon again we will. But for now, Sunday noon is our honeymoon. Maybe I'll go to that Buffalo Wild Wings that St. Breakfast Machine is so fond of. Till Belle comes back, I'm adrift. Darling, I know you enjoy seeing your mother, but won't you come back? Won't you come back to me? Come on, folks, let me hear you say in the chat, Val, we miss you. We miss you. You're our rock. Come back to us. Don't let the silver-tongued Gertrude turn you against your husband. No. Dedicate yourself to artistic endeavor and fun Sunday mornings. Please join us next week when we make a fictional line of soda pops. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye.